Welcome to February Sunbeams 3. So this is registration week for festival. Make sure you've given me your child's age and pieces with composers, and I will give you class names and numbers. It closes on Friday, so make sure that we get that in. Good job with masterclass, all of you. I was very pleased with how that went. So we will start and sing our song. And we're going to say it's cold because it's kind of chilly out. Peek. When the sun peeks from behind the clouds, the sunbeams sing and play. We will be together when it's kind of cold. It is our music day. Then we'll see who's joining in the fun. Clap your hands and tap your toes, keep time with everyone. When we join our hands and circle round, the sunbeams bring a smile. We will be together in our class and happy all the while. Then we'll see who's joining us today. Hello sunbeams, hello sunbeams, we're all here to play. All right hand, say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. Let's do our scale. Okay, do, mi, so, or upper do? So upper do, another one. Mi, major or minor? Major. Minor. Major. And remember that middle note or determines whether we're major or minor. Minor, major. But when it's broken, it's the middle note that we listen to. Or, okay. All right. So, compositions, I need you to be sending me pictures as you're doing your final copy and make sure that we are on track with that. And I need the final copy here for me to submit by no later than the 14th of February. Okay, so you need a title, you need dynamics, whether you're starting forte, piano, mezzo forte, mezzo piano, and they need to change somewhere in there. So you might want crescendo, decrescendo, it's entirely up to you. You also need articulation. So are you going to play it legato or staccato? And again, your choice. You need some of one or the other or both. You also need to have a tempo. So is it allegro, quick and lively, or fast? Moderato, medium, not fast or slow. Slow and broad, largo. Again, you pick. It goes in the top left-hand corner of your piece at the very beginning. Remember, you need a time signature in treble clef and bass clef, but only on line 1, unless you're changing your time signature as you go through, which I hope at this level we're not. That just gets a little too complicated. Okay, so festival registration, compositions. Make sure that you are still doing scales because we're going to start a new scale today. We are starting D major. So D major has F sharp and C sharp. So in the treble clef, your F sharp goes up here, C sharp here, bass clef, F sharp, C sharp. So that means every F you come to, every C you come to is going to be sharped, okay? Remember when you were doing your compositions, if you are in G major, E minor, or whatever, that your treble clef and bass clef key signatures line up. You can usually squish your treble clef way farther over than you can your bass clef, but they need to actually line up one on top of the other, and the same thing with your 4/4 for your time signature. And make sure they stay on the staff for your time signature, and you're using 2 spaces for one number, 2 spaces for the next, okay? Then D major. So the only tricky one is, if it sounds sad, you've gone into D minor. So put the F sharp in there. 5/7 chord is going to have C sharp, and your 4 chord is just a normal position, no black notes, 4 chords. So information for D major is in the back of your book on W42. And so it shows your left hand primary block chords for your 1, your 5/7, and your 4. Shows your key signature, it shows your solid triads, and it shows your broken triads. I'm not getting videos from all of you with your scales, and it's important that we do that because fundamental playing is based on scales. So we need to make sure that our scales are correct. All right, so please send me a video. And then K36, I don't need you to play this one, but I need you to understand 6/8 time. So we have 6 beats in a bar. A beat is an 8th note. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're not triplets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And strong, weak, weak, medium, weak, weak. But like I said, you don't need to play this. Your focus is going to be to get your festival pieces, both of them in good shape. And the one that we did for Masterclass, if it's come doing really well, we'll try to get that recorded before we go for our break in February, okay? Then page 42, we are looking again at 6/8 versus 4/4. So our compound time 6/8, our simple time 4/4, 4/4, 3/4, 2/4. We are all using a beat as a quarter note, and move that over a bit there. Hopefully you can see it better. In 6/8, a beat is an 8th note. Okay, and remember 6/8 has groups of 3/8 notes. Then our next page is page 62, and we are looking at rests in compound time. So in compound time, you can use a dot on a quarter rest. So if you have 3 counts, either 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, you can group them as a quarter rest with a dot. So a quarter rest gets 2/8, your dot increases the value by half, that adds another 8th rest to that. But you cannot have the same patterns apply as with simple time. Strong, weak, weak. Weak cannot pick up weak, so you can't join those two together. They have to be 2 individual rests, and you can't have rests that join over like 3 and 1, 2. You can't join that. You have to constantly be thinking groups of 3. Groups of 3. Okay, so remember, a rest with a dot you cannot use in simple time, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4. You can use it only in compound time. So then we are on to page 89, sorry, no, yes, 89. Circle of fifths. Just remember to be sending me your best time with that. And we are doing 4 sharps, 4 flats. I think I did that backwards with the camera, but sharps are on your right side, flats are on your left side. Then 131, name the scale and add the stems. So 2 things you need to do. And remember, you're naming your scale from the first note, the tonic note of the scale, and you name it from here. So at D major would have F sharp and C sharp, and then you're going to put stems in. Some of us are really struggling stem-wise. Middle line, our stems can go either direction. They can go up, they can go down. Above the middle line, we have to make a P. Below the middle line, we have to make a D. Okay? So, here are 2 things you need to do on that page. Then on page 85, we are looking at a piece in 6/8 time. And it says, what is the do in this piece? So we're figuring out what key it is in. You look through, no sharps or flats at the beginning. I don't see any accidentals through here. We're thinking it is. And then find the pattern, do, re, mi. How many times do you see it? Where is the T? Sing the whole song and remember to use your solfege hand signs. Okay, and then on 187, we have another piece that we're looking at in 6/8 time that follows the same type of analysis. You're given a piece of music and you answer the questions. And down the road, when you do your theory exam, that will be marks on your exam for that. Okay, so we're just practicing for that. Then rhythm bags. Okay, I want you to, we should have our 6/8 time signature in there. So this is going to be in 6/8. And I want you to write it down. Send me a picture. Ready? Okay, again. Good. And our next one in 6/8 is this. Again. Okay, so send me pictures of both of those. And remember, compositions are due next week, and festival registration ends this Friday. All right, so have a really good week, and we will see you for your individual times. So long, farewell, our music class is over. We sang a bit and played a bit, and now it's time to study it. 5 happy practices.